It's playoff night in Philadelphia. The nest is packed, the lights are bright, and the noise, it has never been louder. Tonight the stage is set, the stars are ready to shine, and only one team will advance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is PCL playoff basketball. Your Hawks of St. Joseph's Prep host the visiting Birds of West Catholic in what promises to be an epic first-round matchup. You're listening to Hawks Hoops on WSJP, the student broadcasting club of the Prep. Good evening from courtside. I'm Dom Campanaro on play-by-play alongside Ryan Sullivan as we bring you every minute of this intense battle. Ryan, the excitement, the suspense, it continues to skyrocket. This gym might not be able to contain the energy that's about to explode.
Dom Campanaro. This is PCL basketball, as our cameraman Sam Salomon zoomed in on us. Well, Dom, you're a little bit out of frame. Cristiano here.
It's fine, Cristiano there.
Cristiano taking photos, but Dom Campanaro. First off, we come on with breaking news. JV Crimson have won their APAC championship against LaSalle, 1-0. That just took place a couple moments ago. You'll love to see it. But getting into this game, Dom, St. Joe's Prep, they got the win against West Catholic last go-around. You and I were there at that game. You were on call for that
Correct.
game. Will Lesevitz hit the final free throw to get the Prep to win that game. But now it's playoff time. This time, the Birds of West Catholic, they have Eric Scott back. And as I look over to my notes right here, he's averaging 7 points per game. Guess what? The Prep only won by 1 point last go-around.
Correct.
That obviously can make a difference. But this time, you've seen guys get better. You've seen the Prep work as a team better. You've seen guys like Miles Peterson increase his points per game total. You've seen guys like Jaden Hallett score the basketball more. And you've seen guys maybe, get a little bit more time, like Alonzo Ellis, like a Robbie Andrews, amongst those type of guys. You see those guys, and you say, okay, the Prep is a team. This is where they unite. They can come out with a victory, but you cannot doubt West Catholic. Kingston Wheatley just made first team all PCL. We know what he brings to the table. You're also looking at other guys. You're looking at Farlow. You're looking at Ortiz Muhammad. As I just mentioned, Eric Scott. You're looking at all these guys, and you got to think that this is a close matchup.
Ryan, you could say this is 50-50 if at anything. Now, that goes for any other game in the PCL. There we go. Nice little view there.
There we go.
Guys, that goes for any game in the PCL. You heard Coach Clark say it. Anybody can win at any time. So this moment, you don't know what to expect here at the Kelly Fieldhouse, but expect a great game nonetheless. You already touched base on it. Let's go back to the last time these two teams faced. Obviously, St. Joe's Prep came out on top at the end, but it was a nail-biter through and through.
Yeah, 100% was, Dom. Both teams scoring the basketball, I wouldn't say at a high level, but, it was like a, 40 points, something like that?
41-40 was the final,
exactly.
Correct.
So 40 points scored, that's obviously not great even for a PCL game. But I think from what you saw in the Prep was a very good defensive showing. I think Julian McKee, while Will Lesevitz did make those free throws to end the game, arguably the game MVP. I think you could say that from the defensive side of things because West Catholic is a team that likes to get inside, especially with Kingston Wheatley amongst others. And Julian McKee is just that guy to make sure that really doesn't happen, if you will. And he's able to make sure, pass, he's able to get a hand up, steal the ball, make you hesitate to pass inside or to drive inside because of his ability to block the ball. We're looking at him right here. You see that long wingspan on him along with his brother Justin McKee. So defensively, I think that the Prep excelled well in that game. Obviously, scoring the ball was not that great. But, they were in a very small and confined West Catholic gym. I think that, it was hot in there, Dominic. I think we talked about it. We talked about it throughout the entire broadcast. So, there's obviously, I guess, those sort of conditions. But obviously, that's not really much of an excuse. I don't even think Coach Clark would really like to say that. But
no.
The Prep now, in their own gym, they've been here before. The student section, absolutely electric right now.
There's Coach Brown right there. He's excited.
Dapping us up, ready to go. This is
it?
going to be a great game.
Totally. Let's talk about his West Catholic team. Coach James Luther. We got Coach Cheney as well. Everyone's excited. Everyone loves WSJP. If you don't know, we never lose here. But
oh yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about this West Catholic team. 10-11 is their record. 5-8 in the PCL. Away, they are 2-4. So Coach James Lewis is the new head of this team and just took over. Late April was hired. Now, what does he bring to this team? What does this team need to do in order to succeed? And maybe where are some holes where the Prep can really poke through?
I think that holes, it's hard because, you have a guy in Kingston Wheatley who is a rim protector, but then they also They have a solid defense. I would say the Prep just missed a lot of shots that day, but I think the Prep, where they can excel today, is perimeter shooting. I think that if you are able to effectively move the ball around the perimeter, like we've seen the Prep do, they like those little handoffs and some off-ball screens as well. I think if you can also get Miles Peterson on the elbow, get some off-ball screens out on the perimeter, you can maybe dish it off to somebody like a Luke Baranski, Julian McKee, Justin McKee, and those guys can get going hot. Will Lesovitz as well. Oh, goodness gracious, I don't know how I failed to mention him. But I think that's where the Prep are going to have to excel here today. Obviously, getting inside is, I don't know if it's going to be much of a problem, but I think it's going to be something tough to do because you have somebody like Kingston Wheatley inside.
Totally. Again, talk about the senior. His leadership has really made an impact all around. He was absent in the last 2 games. Need to bring that up. And another guy who the Prep has not seen yet, Eric Scott, Ryan. He has not really seen the court against his Prep team yet. What does he bring to the floor?
Well, I think you're looking at Eric Scott, and you obviously know he's a very talented player, averaging 7 points per game, as I mentioned, this season. But his shooting efficiency, not really something that you would like to see. 26% from the field, 19% from 3. Not that great. I mean, obviously he's been in a limited number of games this season, but not really what you would want to see out of Eric Scott. But guess what, Dom? He can get going at any point, at any time, at any place. That could sure as heck be here.
Totally. And again, you talk about the atmosphere. I mean, not only are we feeling it, players are as well. We saw warm-ups, guys just really feeling it. Kingston Wheatley was warming up by himself. We see Nair Farlow taking threes and miss the crowd. Yeah, the energy is going.
I mean, yeah, I think that's really something you got to take into account. Look at the student section. I mean, you can't see it now, but you'll see it throughout the broadcast.
Yeah.
The student section is insane. I think
it might be the. Listen, we were debating it earlier, Ryan. Sorry to cut you off, but this might be the biggest student section we've had in a minute.
Yeah,
here.
Definitely at the Prep. I think that the Roman game was definitely big. This probably at least ties that, I would say.
Easily. I mean,
on the same level.
It has to be at least 50, 60 kids there. And again, this is what you want to see. This is what Coach Clark loves to see, Ryan.
But yeah, the energy is so high. Like, throughout the building today, we were talking to Robbie Andrews before the game, kind of our thoughts. We're talking to the players, getting ready for the game. You just saw Coach Earl, Coach Cheney come up, give us some fist bumps and dap ups and whatnot. So the energy in the building is high right now, Dominic. I mean, not really much more to say. We're going to player introductions in a few moments. I mean, this is going to be absolutely incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And then real quick, before we get to the player introductions, St. Joseph's Prep comes into this game 3-4 home record, 6-7. Kind of nice joke there for the
Dominic.
PCL record, but
yeah.
I know we have to say it.
You know what, Dom?
Let's talk about the turnovers. Just want to get to real quick.
It's playoff day. I think we can let it slide. But
with the time being, I think we might have to take a little break here for National Anthem and prayer. But don't go anywhere. We will be back with more coverage of this highly intense game. Welcome back to the extremely loud Kelly Fieldhouse. Ryan, we're back and we are stoked for this matchup. Let's go back to our viewers about St. Joseph's Prep real quick. We didn't hit them up yet as we have player introductions before us. St. Joseph's Prep, coached by Coach Chris Clark. I wanted you to bring up just the turnovers, which have been an issue, but also some of the strengths as well. The corner defense, the bench depth, all that.
Yeah, the turnovers, I mean, they've kind of sucked, I can't lie. You know, the Prep have been turning over the basketball a lot, and especially on the perimeter, and that's kind of been a problem. I mentioned if they don't turn the ball over on the perimeter, they'll have a better chance of winning here today. I still think that's the case, and obviously, you know, the turnovers have just been a big problem here this season, and it's something that just can't happen today. West Catholic, you know, a team that it doesn't necessarily a team known for their defense, but, you know, I think the Prep, they just can't turn the ball over on the perimeter.
Totally, Ryan. And as we have player introductions, something interesting here. No Kingston Wheatley in the starting lineup,
yeah,
Ryan.
Very interesting.
We got to mention that as we had the hype video going. The lights are dimming.
Oh, yeah.
Man, does this get more exciting now? We have to say that. St. Joseph's Prep comes into this game, and they are ready to dominate. And we're all ready for a great game as well, Ryan. But as this great video plays, really, you're just... The atmosphere is surreal.
It is. Look at it. I mean, this hype video is insane. You can't see it on the top of your screen.
Sam might be getting it right now. We'll see, but
yeah. But nonetheless, I mean, you could check this out on Instagram. Dom, there's a clip of you doing the like celebrating a three-pointer. You didn't see that?
You know, I actually knew about that before this. Yeah, I had Ryan McKenna. You know, he's the one that created this video. Fun fact. Yeah. It was like, Dom, I'm gonna put you in an edit, and there's a lot of question marks around that, but. We'll take it, but, I mean, three-wheel all day.
Yeah, here we go. Player introduction.
Here we go.
We're ready to go, Dom. Type in the building.
And we will say as the players come in, Luke Moransky starting to guard the lights turn back on.
Lights turn back on. Look at that.
Luke Moransky, Justin McKee.
Justin McKee going to need a big game out of him today. Need to expect Julian McKee now.
Julian McKee as well.
First team all PCL, Julian McKee playing like one of the best players in the PCL as just a sophomore. I mean, coming off 15 points per game this season on 50% shooting.
Miles Peterson, talk about a guy that shut down Kingston Wheatley in the last matchup. He did his job. And there's the explosion as the future jumbo comes in. That being Will Lesovitz.
Noah threw the grenade, Dom.
The grenade has been thrown. The stage is all ready. This gym is alive.
Oh man, is it? Oh, this is PCL basketball, baby. You love to say it.
For the Birds, it's number 1, Rakeem Johnson. Number 24, Nair Farlow. Number 14, we'll be doing the tip-off, Makai Graves. Number 10, Yasai Rozier. And number 11, Jaden Ortiz Muhammad. Once again, I think you have to bring it up. This is no Kingston Wheatley, so we're going to see how that's going to play out for the Hawks. You know, Miles Peterson was the guy that shut him down, that restricted him to only 9 points the last time they played.
I think you really got to take advantage of this if you're St. Joe's Prep. I mean, there is no way you can have Kingston Wheatley out of the game. The FGCU commit, one of the biggest players in the PCL. I mean, you got to be able to score the basketball early. You got to be able to take a big lead because you know he's going to come in eventually.
And as we get ready, the first round of the PCL plays of the Kelly Fieldhouse has begun, and the Hawks win the tip-off. We are underway. Luke Moransky with it now, goes to a Tufts commit, Will Lesovitz. He's guarded by Nair Farlow. Lesovitz tries to drive inside. He'll kick you out to Justin McKee. McKee trying to go over a few West Catholic players, cannot do so successfully. Rakeem Johnson comes up with it.
Yeah, you just saw Miles Peterson and Will Lesovitz flash on the elbow, and you're going to see that a lot throughout the game, Dominic, and that's something that the Prep are going to have to succeed in today, getting those plays off the elbow.
Muhammad and Farlow now to Johnson. Inside now to Graves. Graves taking the spot of Wheatley. Muhammad with it now. He's guarded by Miles Peterson. Hawks in their white. The Birds in their blue.
Good team defense so far from the Hawks. Now you gotta watch this screen here. Gotta make sure to switch.
And they try to do so. Johnson driving inside. No good. The rebound Graves does it. Muhammad wide open from beyond the arc. It's good. Can't leave a guy like him open, Ryan.
Yeah, you also got to be able to get those rebounds if you're St. Joe's Prep. I mean, you got how many guys there crashing the boards? Somebody's got to box out. You got to communicate there on the rebounds, Dom.
It's Peterson with it now. He's guarded by Graves. He'll get it to Julian McKee. Peterson now. He does not want to shoot it. Peterson tries to back down. Graves kicks out to Justin McKee. Guarded by Johnson. Now goes Luke Marinsky in the corner, guarded by Muhammad. Marinsky dribbling around and takes it out a bit. The Hawks are trying to find their setup here.
Yeah,
they have to progress.
Marinsky, some of the best handles in the PCL. He's getting trapped here.
And Lesovitz in the corner for three. No good. And Rozier with the rebound.
Got to stop the ball here.
Other way, Muhammad with it now. Trying to drive inside. Foul called.
I don't know, Dominic. They went straight up right there. And you see, I mean, this is something I don't think can happen if you're West Catholic. You can't talk to the student section. You got to keep a cool head. And, you know, they can get off to a hot start here. But if they, you know, pay attention too much to the student section and not the actual game, that's going to be a problem.
Johnson with the inbound finds a wide open Farlow for three. No good. And Julian McKee gets a rebound. He comes out of nowhere for it as well. Julian McKee tries to kick inside to Will Lesovitz, and it's a turnover there out of play.
Yeah, just an unfortunate pass there. You got to, once again, got to communicate for St. Joe's Prep. You just saw it on the rebound. They gave up a rebound, which led to the first points of the game, and now, you know, transition that maybe could have turned into something, but you turn it over again there, and, you know, you got to be able to communicate if you're the Hawks.
Turnovers have really been the dagger in the heart of this St. Joseph's Prep team, Ryan.
No doubt about it.
Muhammad with it now. He's going to pull up again from the same spot. No good. And comes out with it as Graves loses it. Farlow kicks out to Johnson. That's remarkable how Graves is able to snag it from Peterson and company. Now Rozier has it now to Farlow. Just a passing game now. They're dropping it off. Johnson wants to go inside. Kicks it out to Muhammad in the corner. He's not going to shoot it. He's guarded heavily by Justin McKee. Muhammad wants to go inside at Graves. Gets it to Rozier. Gets out to Johnson to Farlow. Farlow cuts inside. He's going to pull up with his jumper. No good. Rebound by the Birds again. But not this time as the Hawks find a way to end it. Driving inside. The pass there to and one to a Miles Peterson in the paint.
Well, you know, Dom, I wouldn't say criticize, but I was going to talk about how you got to get those defensive rebounds if you're St. Joseph's Prep. But then Miles Peterson all the way down the floor. It's a beautiful pass from Will Lesovitz as a leader on this team to get it down. And Miles Peterson, draped by West Catholic players, finishes with the left hand. You would just expect him to go with the right, but he's able to create that contact as well.
And a tie game just like that as the three-point play is good by Peterson. And we are all tied up. Johnson with it now, guarded by Moransky. He'll get it to Graves to Rozier, guarded by McKee. Now goes Muhammad. Now to Farlow from deep. Bounces. No, it does not go in.
Oh, man, Dominic, that was just a tough shot, but it almost went in. Lucky for the Hawks.
Julian McKee with some handles there. Lots of jukes there. He'll get it to Miles Peterson. He makes a nice move. Tries to get inside Julian McKee. Somehow does. Julian McKee gets it out. No, he does not. Muhammad with the steal.
Give a lot of credit to Rozier. Julian McKee was wide open on that backdoor cut pass, but Rozier just tipping the ball, forced the play to break, and then you get with the turnover.
Muhammad gets it to Graves. Graves is guarded by Lesovitz now to Johnson. To Muhammad. He wanted to go to Farlow in the corner. He'll try to spin around to Peterson. Denied by Lesovitz.
Great job there from Will Lesovitz for covering there on the defense. A beautiful fake from Ortiz Muhammad, I apologize. Able to fake out Miles Peterson, but Will Lesovitz on the help defense. That's what you need for the Prep. Once again, communication and helping out your teammates going to help you win this game today.
Muhammad dishes it off to Rozier. They're guarding Rozier really aggressively here, Ryan. Johnson wanted to shoot. He's going to pull up a little bit closer. No good. The rebound goes to the Hawks. It's Peterson now.
Yeah, Peterson got the rebound, but a beautiful box out from Justin McKee to make sure that nobody was there to get the rebound for West Catholic.
And now Julian McKee's going to pull up. No good. Muhammad with the rebound.
Farlow just getting right in the space of Julian McKee. They're not going to call those type of fouls for the landing space today because it's a playoff game. You know they're going to let him play a little bit more.
You mentioned it. I mean, this is just a highly contested game. Inside is Graves. He's stripped but failed.
Yeah, Will Lesovitz, I think he got a bit of a hand on the ball. I couldn't necessarily tell, but great ball move from West Catholic. Those backdoor cut passes has been a theme here today, and now we'll see if Graves, who this season, I mean, averaging only 1 point a game per season, you know, the freshman here on varsity, getting the start today, and he's been the guy to go to in the post for West Catholic.
And we talk about making an impact as well, and he really has this game. Chance from the student section. They work for the first.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, Dom, you can just not let this student section get to you. You just got to keep a cool head, and you saw Ortiz Muhammad, you know, talking back to the student section. That's just something that can't happen.
The second by Graves is short. Rozier gets the rebound, kicks out to Farlow.
Got to get the rebound, though, Dominic. I mean, this can't be a problem throughout the game, especially with Kingston Wheatley probably getting ready to come in soon.
Johnson hands out to Farlow. Now he's going to hand off to Muhammad. Muhammad, the nice screen by Graves. He could have shot it. He doesn't. He drives inside to the left, to the right. It's good.
Bad communication from the prep. I mean, they just dropped coverage there on Ortiz Muhammad, allowing him to get an easy lane. Got to have the communication if you're the Hawks.
Moransky takes it up for the prep. 5-3, a very, very, very low-scoring game. This is defensive overload.
Yeah, lots of guys getting in each other's spaces, and really no room to breathe.
Lesovitz from beyond the arc, no good. And Moransky with a hard swat there, but it'll be out on him, and it'll be Bird's ball.
Yeah, once again, just getting in the landing space, not in the landing space, but just getting a hand in there of Will Lesovitz. West Catholic, no really mercy at all. I couldn't really find the word for it.
Muhammad tipped off the hands of Justin McKee. Johnson with it now. It's guarded by Luke Moransky.
And now, Dominic, you see Kingston Wheatley getting ready to come back in, so that rebounding for the prep going to have to ramp up more than it is here.
It's Muhammad with it now to Johnson. He's going to try to drive inside. He'll kick out to Farlow. He doesn't shoot it. Justin McKee fell for a moment. He gets back up. Now it's Graves inside the paint. Graves, he wants to open man. He finds Muhammad. He finds Farlow. Farlow tries to get it to Rozier. Rozier stripped. Still loose. Rozier has it. Back out to Johnson. Johnson wants to go inside with the left. It's good. What an incredible shot there.
I mean, it's great team defense from the prep. It just led to a really good layup there from Rozier, but the Hawks got to get some of these loose balls down. West Catholic has come up with every single loose ball. They may be able to get offensive rebounds as well.
Julian McKee for three. Connects.
Great shot there from Julian McKee. This time didn't have anybody in his face. Was able to set, fire, and was able to drill it.
You said Wheatley and Fauntroy ready to check in for the burst. No one for the Hawks.
Yeah, I think Coach Clark here wants to get his guys warmed up. You can see they're a bit cold to start things here today. I don't think they expected the aggressiveness of the burst.
And there goes Lesovitz with the steal. Lesovitz down the other end. He's stripped, but the foul's called.
Yeah, that's a good foul in transition there from Farlow. I mean, you knew that you were going to be giving up something there, so you might as well just send him to the line, force the pressure on him to make those free throws. Looks like Jaden Hallett's going to come in. I would presume either for Miles Peterson or Luke Moransky. That's what we've seen from Coach Clark a lot this season.
Lesovitz is panting right now. You can tell that was a lot of hustle from the senior right there.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Dominic. And Will Lesovitz this season, I mean, obviously the senior leader, had that incredible game against LaSalle College High School. Unfortunate free throw miss there for him. Has shot pretty solid from the free throw line, knock on wood. I know I've been a jinx for most of the guys here, but nonetheless.
Speaking of the one that just came in as well, we have Jaden Hallett checking in.
For Moransky.
For Luke Moransky, as you said.
Yeah, that's what I presumed, either Peterson or Moransky here. Now the prep, I mean, with their best ball handler out, they're going to have to lock in here, getting the ball up the floor and making sure West Catholic does not get steals on the perimeter.
7-0 now. Now we're just coming up to the minute mark of this first quarter. Ryan, what a game it's been thus far.
It has, and you love the defensive effort shown by both teams. Obviously, you want to see scoring, but I think you can also appreciate the defense that has been shown here today by both teams. And obviously now, with arguably the player with the most hustle in the PCL, Jaden Hallett, in the game, it's going to be a sight to see.
And it's Kingston Wheatley now tries to go inside. He finds Rozier, doesn't get it. Foul call on the shot.
That's an incredibly late call there. I don't necessarily disagree with the call, but I've always been a person to say, Dominic, if you're going to call the foul, you got to call it there. You can't wait for the missed shot. But Rozier, lucky for him, going to get sent to the line. 52% from the line this season. We'll see how he does here. 44 seconds remaining.
I don't think we get enough credit for that pass, but Wheatley finding that window is unreal.
Yeah, a lot of backdoor cut passes from West Catholic here tonight, and they've worked a lot, whether getting to the free throw line or actually just scoring the basketball on the shot.
And Rozier as well, one of those guys that the Prep has really tried to shut down this game. But he comes out of this with 2 points there as the Birds take the lead again. Back and forth game, cat and mouse, as we've said.
Yeah, dealing with Kingston Wheatley is going to be very, very tough, especially in the post. You're probably going to see a lot of double teams here today.
Will the Hawks hold it here? Does not look like it thus far. 30 seconds now. Lezovitz to Hallett. Hallett to Justin McKee.
I like the off-ball screens to make sure there's not really much movement on the perimeter from West Catholic.
Very tight so far. 16 now. And Peterson with Fauntroy now goes to Lezovitz. 10 seconds left, and this looks like it might be in the hands of Lezovitz for the shot. We will see. Lezovitz gets to Justin McKee from way deep. No good. Rebound goes to Muhammad. He'll just chuck it to Wheatley, but that will be the buzzer, and that will be the first quarter. 9-7 the score, Ryan. And it's been the defensive effort that's really carried this game.
Yeah, it really has been a big defensive effort, Dominic, and you got to appreciate it, as I mentioned a couple moments ago. But now for the Prep, you got to be able to score the basketball. And as I said, you got to be able to hit from the perimeter. You saw Julian McKee hit that shot. West Catholic, I don't believe they scored on their next possession or even 2 possessions. So the Prep, they really got to get going from the perimeter. And I think once they warm up, they will be able to. Obviously, the student section going to play into it, maybe with, them coming back down, scoring on the student section side. They'll be able to, maybe get a little bit of energy, get some momentum back on their side. But I think right now for the Prep, you got to stay cool, calm, and collected. This is a 2-point game. You can see the referees not calling many fouls, especially on, when you get in their landing space on a shot. So right now the Prep, play aggressive defense, start getting hot from the perimeter. And if you are those off-ball screeners, you got to make sure you set a hard screen.
Oh, totally. You have to make sure you make your move and stuff and whatnot, but again, it makes an impact in this game. And you want to look back at the last game these two teams played, 16-10, West was leading after 1 quarter. Again, I'm talking about a different environment, smaller gym there, and obviously this game matters a lot more than that one, Ryan.
Yeah, obviously, when there's a missed shot or West Catholic has a good play, obviously if you're the Prep, you throw your hands up in the air and you're like, oh, man, what are we doing here? But, this is a close game. There's still 3 more quarters left to go. You know what the Hawks can bring to the table here. I think once they just put it all together, you're going to see something spectacular.
For the Prep, Justin McKee, Jaden Howlett, Will Lezovitz, Miles Peterson, and Julian McKee. And for West Catholic, Raheem Johnson, Jaden Ortiz, Muhammad, Kingston Wheatley, who's tying his shoe at the moment, Josiah Rozier, as well as Xavier Fauntroy.
You know what a double knot, Dom?
I don't know. I know how to double knot. I don't know how to double dutch with the jump ropes. That gets out of hand.
I can't do it at all. I just single knotted. I can't do the double knot. It's impossible.
Oh, poor Waldron, huh?
Oh, you know what? All right.
Whatever. We have basketball here, though, Ryan. Here we go. The Birds start off with it, and it's Rozier kicks out to Wheatley. He tripped for a second, gets his footing back, gets it back to Rozier at the baseline, kicks out to wide open Fauntroy for 3. It's good.
Yeah, just to help defense inside. And a good closeout by Julian McKee, but a better shot from Fauntroy. You got to pick your poison if you're St. Joseph's Prep, and obviously they did it there.
It's Miles Pearson now to Will Lezovitz. Now goes to Jaden Howlett. Now to Julian McKee. McKee guarded by Rozier. Joel McKee nearly gets stolen the ball there. Justin McKee tries to drive inside. He tries to put it up, denied by Raheem Johnson, and he throws it to nobody in the corner.
He thought he had Hallett in the corner there. Obviously, he didn't do it, and now Lesovitz, McKee trying to get on the same page on the other end. And as I mentioned, Dominic, you got to get on the same page. This is not a time when you're down by 5 points here to be not on the same page. You got to know where the play's going. You got to know where your teammates are at all times.
The Hawks have struggled in the second quarter, negative 17 point differential. Wheatley inside gets fouled.
Now you go one-on-one with Kingston Wheatley, that being Miles Peterson, and now you're going to get Wheatley to the free throw line. Once again, it's kind of pick your poison for the Prep. They don't really have a guy that, I don't know if I want to say match the power, but, I mean, that's kind of been the case thus far. They've been double-teaming inside and forcing West Catholic to kick you out, and you just saw that Fauntroy 3, and now you're picking your poison, and it's putting Kingston Wheatley on the line.
This first is good. And back into the game is Luke Moransky. He'll take out Miles Peterson now.
I think he needs someone to set up the offense for St. Joe's Prep. He just saw Julian McKee and Will Lesvis talking down the other end and trying to figure out the plays and what to do. So you got to just figure it out if you're the Prep. You got to have somebody to set the plays. Jesus, I don't know why I can't speak, but that's going to be Luke Moransky.
The Burrs lead 14-7, the biggest lead of the game. And it's Julian McKee with it now, guarded very aggressively by Rozier. Will Lesovitz now tries to go inside to Jaden Halley. Pulls it with his left. It's good. Very, very nice.
Well, you get it inside. St. Joe's Prep, beautiful job there. Jaden Hallett with the left hand, not allowing anyone from West Catholic to really create contact. And if they did, they were going to really have to foul. So Jaden Hallett, beautiful hook shot.
And watch this defense from Jaden Hallett. He wants to get a steal when he can. The Birds take it away from his direction. It's Fauntroy with it now from very deep. No good. And Jaden Hallett with the rebound. He's sprinting down the other side. He likes the matchup. He goes to Justin McKee. And foul called against the Burrs.
Yeah, they've been creating a lot of contact on Justin McKee here today. They were bound to get one called against them, especially if you're blocking him in transition. You know, you're just kind of standing there, don't really have your feet set. They're going to call that, even if this is a playoff game.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be nitty-gritty, but they're going to call the basics at least.
Yeah.
Julian McKee in the corner gets out to his brother now, Jaden Hallett. Now to Luke Marinsky in the corner. He wanted to shoot it. He cuts baseline out to wide open Justin McKee from way downtown. No good. Will Lesovitz with the hustle and foul.
Beautiful hustle from Will Lesovitz, and I know Coach Clark emphasized it, and I've been emphasizing a lot here today. Rebounding. The Prep have not really been able to get many defensive rebounds, but Will Lesovitz right there getting his own offensive rebound, putting his body on the line, and now he gets an opportunity to go to the line.
Looking to make this a one-possession game. The first from Lesovitz is good.
You got to hit your free throws. They're free for a reason, and that's going to be a big part in today's game. Obviously, free throws was the difference of the outcome in the last game, Dom.
And Lesovitz perfect this time around on the charity stripe. 14-11.
Now only a three-point game. Dan, that's a good timeout call by West Catholic. I was just going to say how they got to be able to get back into the swing of things here, and I think a timeout was definitely the right call.
14-11 the score. We'll take a short break here on WSJP. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Nest, the Kelly Fieldhouse. The Birds start off with the ball after that timeout. And on the sidelines, Makai Graves and Muhammad getting ready to check back in. It's Johnson with it now. To Fauntroy, back to Johnson, to Farlow. Farlow, big three-point shooter there. He's guarded by Justin McKee.
Now the Prep going into their 3-2 zone, Dominic. You see they're trying to not let West Catholic get the ball at the center of the floor.
And trying to contest Kingston Wheatley, he gets fouled.
Hey, Jules went straight up, Dominic, but I think the contact on the elbow was a big problem. And, I mean, with the Wheatley size, the Prep not really being able to match that, it's obviously going to be able to factor for getting more calls. But I don't know. You were taught that if you go straight up, they're not going to call it. But I guess that really wasn't the case.
Nonetheless, the first from Wheatley is good. 15 now. Again, it seems like it's going to be a similar, not outcome, but similar style play to the last game, Ryan. It's been defense the last game and this game. It is for the last time these two teams have played. Seconds, no good by Wheatley.
Well, you got to hope that West Catholic misses their free throws here today.
Hawks need a big shot here. Need to get that momentum to build up. And it's Jaden Howlett cuts it way outside. Luke Marinsky in the corner. Yahtzee!
Beautiful play there from Jaden Howlett. He's been the one to really set up the offense here today. And a beautiful find in the corner, Luke Moransky. He knew the defense was collapsing. Kick it right out. Got the trust in the point guard to make the three ball. Beautiful play there from Jaden Howlett. His basketball IQ off the charts.
And that's what they want, not only from Jaden Howlett, but from Luke Marinsky as well. The three-pointer that he has needed. We talk about being due, and he was. Muhammad wants to go inside. Bounces around, can't get it. And there you go again, Luke Marinsky with it. Dribbles around Muhammad trying to steal it. Gets it to Justin McKee. And he'll get it back to Luke Marinsky. And his Hawks will settle down, regroup, and recuperate for what remains. Luke Marinsky again, guarded by Muhammad. You just see Will Elizabeth running circles there. And the prep just draining time off the clock is working. Finds Julian McKee, no! Fauntroy with the steal.
A good collapse inside there from West Catholic, forcing the steal.
Fauntroy has it now. He wants to go up the right, he can't. And he comes in and is flying his Graves on the ground. The Hawks have the ball. It's Jaden Howard with it now. Justin McKee calls for it in the corner, but McKee will take it himself. Denied by Wheatley. And down the other end is Johnson. And he gets it.
Dominic, I think that was goaltending. I can't lie to you, especially from this angle. That looks like goaltending. I'm not sure. Maybe it didn't hit off the backboard, but it certainly was close to doing it. Nonetheless, beautiful from Kingston Wheatley to recover there defensively, especially in transition.
Could not tell from our angle on the sidelines. Again, if you haven't caught up with us, courtside for this game, the camera's on the track. Sam Salamone inside Jaden Howlett, can't get it again. And the Birds down the other end.
Once again, the rest just letting them play. I mean, you got to be able to handle it if you're the Hawks.
It's Johnson guarded by Julian McKee. Johnson gets it to Wheatley. Wheatley has been a big game changer thus far. Going inside is Graves. And Hawks ball.
There you go, Dominic. Once again, they're letting them play. If there's contact and you go out of bounds, they're not going to call us a push, Dominic. They are, once again, not to sound like a broken record, letting the boys play.
And Makai Graves will check out on his side. Rogier's in. 18-14 the score, Ryan. We will see what comes next from this Hawks team. It's Miles Pearson with it now, guarded by Kingston Wheatley. Luke Moransky with it now, dribbling, wants to go inside. He'll try to cut it out. Travel called against Luke Moransky.
They'll probably have the travel called. That's probably better than having the Birds go in transition. You've seen them score a couple times there. And Luke Moransky just kind of getting caught up in that double team there, Dominic. And
just collapse on him.
Yeah, just collapsed, and it's hard to fight through.
Luke Moransky, not the biggest of players, you could say. Muhammad with it in the corner. Cross-court pass to Fauntroy. Gets it to Johnson near the top of the key. He wants to go to Wheatley. He somehow gets it. Regroups. Goes out to the corner to Fauntroy for three. No good. Ball still in the air. Wheatley has the height. He has a shot. It's good.
Gotta box him out. If you're Julian McKee there, I think you probably should have maybe boxed him out and have some more trust in your teammates to get the rebound there. Can understand why he tried to tip it up, but you gotta box out. You can't just let him, get some height over you.
Look, Marinsky in the corner, no good. A lot of prep. Hawks fly. It goes into the hands of Jaden Howlett. Marinsky, 2 for $1. It's good.
Luke Moransky, hot hand so far. 6 points for him. It's now in the second quarter. Luke Moransky has been the man. I would expect him to get the basketball in the closing moments. West Catholic probably going to hold for at least 30 seconds, maybe even the entire minute, Dominic.
If they can. Obviously, all of his pressure, you would have to press there. But that's what the West Catholic's going to do. Right now it's 19-17, under a minute left. Both teams with 2 fouls. What a game it's been thus far, Ryan.
Yeah, I would say the Hawks are just going to try and sit here. They're just going to say, all right, West Catholic, you want to just sit here and hold it? Well, you know what? We're just going to sit here
We're
and
gonna-
we're
you're
gonna
right.
wait for you to come to us. So, well, now maybe looking around. I guess he thought about pressing up there, but
You see Coach Huber calling plays. Student section hates it. And again, obviously something that the PIAA is going to implement as well, Ryan, that shot clock. So something interesting there. Under 20 seconds now, Johnson still has it. He's at the logo. And now you expect him to come now. As you said, Ryan Julian McKee wants to press. He'll back up. Johnson still has it. He wants to go to Wheatley. 3 seconds left. He's got to put it up. No good. It's an air ball. And that will do it through 2 quarters. 19-17 the score. The Birds lead. But don't be fooled by the score. This is anybody's game, Ryan.
Yeah, Dominic, I thought it was a very interesting play there by West Catholic. I thought there was going to be a high screen, and then maybe you get an extra pass off the screen, but they just decided to go. It looked like Johnson there just wanted to try and take a shot himself, but I don't know, he didn't really get a great opportunity to do so. I thought, there was going to be a high screen. Maybe that would have been too predictable, I guess. I'm not necessarily sure. But, interesting play there by West Catholic, but a great job from the Hawks to hold.
Nonetheless, the holes for the time being, and hopefully continue for that second half as well at the turnovers.
Yeah, 100%, and we will see how the Hawks do it in the second half.
Yes, and with this little halftime here, we'll come back in a few minutes for second half action of the first round of the PCL playoffs. And welcome back to the Kelly Field House for first round PCL playoff action. Once again, I'm Don Campanaro, joined by Ryan Sullivan, Sam Salmon on camera. Ryan, I want to turn to you for a moment. Talk about the stats for both of these teams today.
Yeah, right now, St. Joe's Prep looking pretty solid. You know, it's Luke Moransky, the man for St. Joe's Prep. He's been the guy to hit the 3 balls. I believe he's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc, and he's got to be the man in the second half as well. The Hawks have got to be able to hit outside from the perimeter. Julian McKee as well. I mean, he's got a 3 ball as well, but he's got to be able to make his shots as well. You know, he likes to take shots out on the elbow and on the wing. He's got to be able to hit his shots. And the Hawks, I mean, they've got to be able to really, I mean, obviously hitting their shots is something, but they also got to be able to be tough. Be tough in making those shots. West Catholic so far, they've played good defense, but I think that a lot of their defense relies on them just pressing you on the perimeter. You got to be able to get it inside. You got to be able to create a play, execute that play around them, and you will be able to break this defense, Dominic.
And absolutely, talk about guys like Kingston Wheatley inside as well. Beside Rozier, I want to bring him up for a second, Ryan. Hawks have really double-teamed him this whole game, it seems like.
Yeah, those double teams are coming, but the Hawks are not getting those defensive rebounds. You got to be able to get the rebounds there, Dominic. And I think Rozier has about, 4 or 5 offensive rebounds. Got to be able to get the rebounds here in the second half. It's going to be something that is going to be crucial to the end of this game.
And we'll talk about hustle as well. I mean, Rozier is one of those guys that has a lot of physicality and hustle there. But, Ryan, it's time for some second half action here at the Nest. And the Hawks start off with the ball.
There's a lot going on. You see the student section on the top right corner of your screen.
Hawks want to get off with a bang.
And now it's West Catholic coming out in a 2-3 zone. They do not want the prep getting to the rim. You can see that here.
Moransky has it now to Lezovitz in the corner. So Miles Pearson trying to go inside of Lezovitz, and it's tipped away.
Well, it looked like the Hawks were trying to get inside, and West Catholic was 100% prepared. Great job from their coaching staff to scheme against it, kind of just guessing right what the Hawks were going to do coming out of the break.
Hawks want to build momentum, Ryan.
You got it, and that starts with easy baskets at the rim. I think that was a good call from Coach Clark, trying to get to the rim early.
Johnson finds Rozier in the paint. It's good.
Once again, another double team that was just made it to be able to easy find inside. And once again, the Hawks picking their poison there, and it comes with an easy layup.
And Julian McKee finds Moransky in the corner. Spin moves on Farlow, but he's going to take it out, get it to Justin McKee. He wants to shoot there, but he won. He'll go to Luke Moransky. A 3 would be nice here, Ryan.
Yeah, you got to be able to find a way to get somebody open here.
Julian McKee guarded by Wheatley. Finds Luke Moransky. Cross court to McKee, who's tipped. And it goes in the hands of Farlow. But that is back and forth. That's across the line as well.
Yeah, interesting there. Backcourt there from West Catholic. The Hawks really got lucky with that one. After the block from Justin McKee. With the 2-3 zone, Dominic, I would like to see someone from the prep get to the free throw line. Probably Julian McKee. He's one of the best playmakers on this team. I think when you get Jaden Hallett back in there, maybe you'll be able to have him do that if they're still in the 3-2 zone. But as of now, I'd like to see Julian McKee or maybe Miles Peterson get to the free throw line. And you see Julian, well, now he's getting inside, but you saw him there on one time in the possession, get to the free throw line, kick out, and that's going to how the Hawks are going to create shots here in the second half.
Justin McKee to Luke Moransky. He wants to go to Lezovitz, kick ball by the Birds, and again, it will remain Hawks ball here.
Hey, you just needed that kick ball if you're West Catholic. Lezovitz seemed like he was open there in the corner. Would have had a wide open 3. You don't want to create those opportunities. If you are West Catholic, you got to trust that Will Lezovitz is going to make those shots because you know he can get hot from 3 at any time, any place, anywhere. Just ask LaSalle College High School.
That's very true there as well. I'm sure a lot of stuff going on. They're playing as well
they
today.
They are playing as well. West Catholic at Archbishop Ryan. That will determine who will play either Bonner or Wood in the quarterfinals.
And inside is Peterson with the right.
Well, the Hawks went to the well about 2 times, and they got it on the second time. Getting inside. Beautiful find from Lezovitz inside to Miles Peterson. You got to be able to make those finds. Got to be able to get easy layups.
And Muhammad with the right. No good. Rozier tries to get it, but it's out of his hands. And now the Hawks have it. They'll try to slow it down, but Moransky wants to go. He finds Julian McKee in the corner. Cross court to his brother. Lezovitz for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Rozier. Deep pass to Muhammad. The Hawks have to get back on defense. Muhammad Charge called.
There was a charge, or whether it was out of bounds. I think it might have been a charge.
I saw a charge there with the referee's call, Ryan. We'll see, but
let's see if they do say it's. I think it actually might have been just out of bounds, Dominic. I didn't see the official tell the scorer's table.
I think this is going to be a charge if I'm correct.
Stins is asking what the call is, but I think it's just out of bounds. They didn't make an announcement to the scorer's table. There's no fouls called for West Catholic on the scoreboard, so I think it was just out of bounds. But nonetheless, a great job from Luke Moransky just to set his feet there. It was going to be a charge nonetheless.
I'm not sure what the referee was doing. They called for like a foul as Moransky was taking it up. Very weird. Elizabeth's in the corner by the student section. No good. Rims out. Heartbreak. Elizabeth steals it. Inside the paint with the right. No good. Again, gets fouled.
Well, Will Lesovitz.
And he likes it. He loves the student section.
Getting the student section hype. You love to see it. Will Lesovitz, the effort from him today has been absolutely incredible. Getting his own misses, now getting to the free throw line. Man, Will Lesovitz putting his heart and soul on the line. He knows that if the Hawks do not win, this is his last game in a Hawks jersey. So he's going to put it all on the line here today.
And his first is good. A 1-point game at the Kelly Fieldhouse. 5:05 remaining.
Everybody quiet in the gym for Willis. This is free throw.
And Will's second is no good. And Johnson gets the rebound. The Birds will take over on the offense. He's guarded by Luke Moransky. Wheatley wants to set his pick, but Johnson doesn't take it into Farlow's hands. Farlow tries to drive inside. He loses it, gets it to Johnson. Johnson now loses it again. The Birds can't hold the ball. Goes to Wheatley. Wheatley's beyond the arc right now, guarded by Peterson. He finds Farlow. Farlow tries to drive inside. Pivot foot. Nearly stolen by Justin McKee. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson inside. Denied by Justin McKee.
Beautiful team defense from the prep, especially from Julian McKee there. Farlow had an open lane, tried to take it, but Julian McKee just putting his body in the way, preventing Farlow from getting inside, while also not creating a lot of contact in the process, so it wouldn't be called a blocking foul. And then the picks from St. Joseph's Prep, not allowing West Catholic to get a handle on the basketball. Just beautiful team defense from St. Joseph's Prep there.
And West Catholic calls a timeout again. 21-20, the Birds lead. Student section is alive. Kelly Fieldhouse is vibing. But we'll take a short break here on WSJP. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Do it next.
Welcome back to the Kelly Fieldhouse here for some third quarter action. 4:22 left. As the Hawks have the ball. From deep is Miles Peterson, no good. In comes Will Lesovitz, but he can't get it. And the Birds take over here.
Well, you love to see Will just putting that effort into it.
And it's Muhammad guarded by Justin McKee. Hawks have switched to man defense, Ryan.
Yeah, that's not necessarily surprising, Dominic. I think you got to show West Catholic a couple of different versions of yourself.
Muhammad, he cuts inside with the shot, no good. Julian McKee has the rebound. Justin McKee with the cross to Will. Ball Muhammad down the other side, tries a Euro step. Wide open is Farlow to Johnson at the top of the key. Johnson to Wheatley. Doesn't want to shoot it. Wheatley. Blocking foul called on Julian McKee. Two different calls, actually. One referee calls a charge. Another calls a blocking foul. What will happen here, Ryan?
Well, Dominic, first off, that was goaltending on the other end. I mean, the ball was literally right there at the net, and Wheatley came flying in late. And also, I think Julian McKee got his feet set there. I don't want to be a homer, Dominic, but I think Jules got his feet set.
And a foul called against Julian McKee. Prep sideline does not like it.
I'm not a big fan of it either, Dominic.
Now, there's more talks with the referees. Now, this is... You don't see this very often in a PCL playoff game.
The prep bench definitely did not like it at all.
They're talking to both of the coaches now, Coach Clark and Combo Egan's coach, Lewis. Welcome back to WCP. It was a foul on Julian McKee. Sorry about the technical difficulties as well. Muhammad with it now. Baseline. Cuts outside of Johnson. Johnson pump fakes hard. To Wheatley. Wheatley with the right. It's good. Amazing effort and amazing execution.
Yeah, great job from West Catholic. I mean, I think he got away with a couple calls there, but I mean, as long as you can take advantage of it, I'm not going to fault you for it, Dom.
Foul called inside. I believe it's against the Birds, if I'm correct, and it is.
Yeah, I think there was just a bit of a push there, and honestly, I'm a bit surprised with that call, Dominic. And now the referee's not letting them play as much as I thought they really were going to do so. Call a foul there. I guess they were preventing Julian McKee, just blocking him. They've called a lot of those blocking.
It's from way downtown. No good. Rims out again. And a foul on Luke Moransky. I actually think I would agree with that. I think I saw a bit of a grab there, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely a grab there. Good call from the officials. And, man, I just feel bad for Will, dude. He's shooting all these shots, and they're, just getting there. But then there's a little in the rim at the end that's just pushing them out. I mean, he is shooting some really good shots from deep, and also the layups have been good. But it just seems like right at the end they just find a way to rim out.
And that was the same thing really happened with West Catholic as well, I would say, Ryan. It's been the unlucky side of the court today. We can see if that changes though. But as for now, the Birds, they will take over. 23-20. Doesn't get more defensive than this.
Not at all.
Johnson with it now. Johnson, he finds Muhammad to Farlow. To Rozier, he's by the corner. Rozier to Wheatley. Wheatley, he wants to put it up. He will, and he will get it to go.
Man, the team defense from the prep has just been so good, Dominic. But then Wheatley at the end just goes in the post, and he finds a way to ruin all that progress. And got to give him credit where credit is due. He's done a great job in the post here today.
And Marinsky loses it. It's stolen by Johnson. Muhammad down the other end. Muhammad driving inside. He gets it.
Yeah, got to call a timeout for Coach Clark. Turning over the ball, especially on the perimeter, not a good way to start things off. As I've said, Dominic, if you could just get inside on this West Catholic team, their best defensive tactics today have just been pressuring you on the outside. And if you're able to get inside and make some moves and execute your plays, you're going to be able to score on them. So turning it over on the perimeter is just not at all what you want to see, and you got to call a timeout. The referees, it seems like something's wrong here.
Yeah, something is going on here. I mean, it's something different every single time, it looks like.
Yeah, it's interesting, Dominic. And I don't know, there hasn't been a lot of communication with the scorers table, that being. So I'm not sure if that was the issue. But anyway, I think that it was a good timeout called by Coach Clark, as I mentioned a couple times. And yeah, you can't turn it over on the perimeter. That's just something that cannot happen, especially in a game like this. You got to keep your spirits high. It's a 7-point game. Still got 10 minutes and 4 seconds left remaining of basketball, so there's a lot of time left here. You got to make sure that you're executing your plays correctly. And now here comes the press from the Burrs.
Yeah, I think the Burrs want to put a stamp on this as soon as possible. We will see though. Marinsky takes it up. Guarded by Johnson, gets it to Peterson to Lezovitz. He wants to make a shot to Julian McKee. Julian McKee spinning, shots up, shot is going off the backboard.
Beautiful from Julian McKee through contact, and I'm going to say it again, Dominic, they are letting them play. You got to be able to make those shots through contact. Julian McKee, we know he can do so, and he proves why he can do it there.
Great catch by Muhammad, nearly went out of bounds. Nice little roll pass there to Johnson, who's guarded by Marinsky. Now to Wheatley for three, no good. Rozier with the rebound.
It's another rebound from Rozier. I believe that's his 6th of the game. I mean, he has just been absolutely dominant there on the boards.
He's been remarkable, to say the least. And we're coming up to a minute now. 27-22, a 5-point game in favor of the Birds of West Catholic. Game is far from over. It's tipped, but Johnson gets it back.
Another loose ball recovered by West Catholic. That's been another problem here today, Dominic. West Catholic has recovered just about every loose ball. And if, the Prep could get some of those, maybe those could result in points and we have a closer game.
Jan Howard applying the press, to Jan Ortiz Muhammad. He breaks free from it for the moment. 30 seconds now. And we continue just draining the clock. Spurs have done it most of this game. Muhammad is not going to make any efforts. 18 now. Marinsky applies pressure. Now under 10. Burrs had a failed last-second attempt the last time. Johnson, he wants it. He gets it. And at the buzzer, it's back to 7 for the lead for the Birds. 29-22 the score. And we'll take a break on our end here at WHP. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter action will be with you shortly. And welcome back to the Kelly Fieldhouse for some fourth quarter action of the PCL playoffs first round. Once again, I'm Dom Campanaro, joined by Ryan Sullivan. Ryan, you have some news from the Archbishop Ryan game against LaSalle, correct?
Yeah, Dominic. So Archbishop Ryan currently leading LaSalle 41-26, and as we know, that game, along with this game, it'll help us. Well, it will determine who plays who in the quarterfinals, whether it's Archbishop Wood or Bonner Prendy. So a few different scenarios we could have determining on the outcome of both of those games.
So the Hawks started off this fourth quarter. They need to get hot quickly. Down by 7, 29-22. Jaden Howell with it now, guarded by Muhammad. He tries to go inside to Peterson using his body. He's trapped. He gets it to Julian McKee, to Luke Moransky. He's been the three-point guy this game. Now Jaden Howell, Hawks held down for the moment. And it's Luke Moransky. He's guarded by Muhammad. Bit of a pushing and shoving. It's Julian McKee. Stripped. Johnson has it. No, it's still loose. He still has it. And it goes in the hands of Farlow.
Yeah, that just cannot happen at all. You got to be able to just not turn over the basketball. You got to keep it with you, and you know that there's going to be pokes on the ball with the double team.
The Birds trying to take the life out of the St. Joseph's Prep team, and a foul called there against Miles Peterson.
It's a great start for West Catholic. I mean, you've gotten the turnover, you got a foul called for you. Everything's going in the way of the Birds in the last couple of moments. And I think right now you got to be able to get it inside to Kingston Wheatley again. Go to your bread and butter. Get Rozier inside the paint as well. He's been the man for the offensive rebounds in this contest.
Justin McKee gets ready to check in a moment. It's Muhammad. He's a shooter. We'll see what happens. Muhammad loses it, gets it back. Again, if he wants to pull from deep, he will. And a foul called against the Hawks here. I did not see what it was on, but.
On Will Lesovitz, a bit too much contact there off the ball against Kingston Wheatley. And, well, now it seems like they're calling these fouls, Dominic. I mean, they're calling a lot of these off-ball fouls. You saw it in the third quarter with Julian McKee, kind of got forced out of bounds, and they called that sort of foul. So it seems like off the ball, you're not really allowed to create a lot of contact. Whoa! And Kingston Wheatley just gave a knee to Lesovitz, and I think they tossed him.
I have no idea what just happened. Lots of talk now. Lesovitz hit down below. I think they just ejected Wheatley.
Yeah, they did. That was 110% a knee to the groin area of Will.
And that will sting for a while for the Birds and the Hawks. Referees tell the Hawks, get away from the situation here. See Coach Lewis talking. That would be a major, big change of moment in this game, Ryan.
I don't really understand why that happened. Like,
it happened so fast all of a sudden, and then all you see is lots of noise. Lesovitz walks away and grimace. I think Lesovitz is going to get some foul shots here.
Even if they threw him out, even if they didn't throw him out, that is a technical on all levels.
Dirty play nonetheless. Something
that I'm shocked that happened. That just came out of nowhere, Dominic.
The first by Lesovitz is good, and it cuts it to a two-possession game in just seconds incoming in the next few seconds. 5.
Well, hopefully this is a change of momentum for St. Joe's Prep, and hopefully the absence now of Kingston Wheatley will help the Prep. Obviously,
that'll be Hawks ball too.
Yeah, it will be. That was an offensive foul. Obviously, Graves is going to come back in, and he's been the man down low. He's been the guy that has been double-teamed. So even in the absence of Kingston Wheatley, you still have to deal with somebody like Graves as well.
A full-circle game, you could say. Graves started the game, and now we'll probably likely have to close it. But the Hawks now down by 5. Lesovitz driving inside with the right, no good. And it'll be Birds ball. No, it'll be Hawks ball, excuse me.
A great job from Lesovitz again. Just a beautiful take. Just the finish at the rim just isn't there, and it's so unfortunate because if Will would have had at least half of the plays that haven't been finished, the Hawks would probably be leading.
Deep pass to Justin McKee, hard foul.
Yeah, this is getting
chippy, yes.
This is getting very, very chippy here today, Dominic. Justin McKee taking a hard fall. Hopefully he's okay.
Student section is giving it to them.
Man, and timeout.
Timeout.
You
I believe the timeout.
You have to take a timeout. After the Kingston Wheatley play, this just happened. He obviously got in his landing space. Justin McKee took a hard fall. You had to take a timeout. This isn't even really just that West Catholic is playing bad basketball. You've got to calm down. I mean, basketball, while obviously it's a game of skill and executing, you also got to keep, your composure. I mentioned it very early in the game, Dominic.
Yes.
If West Catholic is paying attention too much to the student section and not what's happening on the floor, it's going to cost them. And it's not necessarily happening here. They're still up by 5. But if they keep this sort of mentality, now I wouldn't say mentality, but if they,
just the
keep playing chippy,
sure.
raise of emotion, keep playing chippy, it's going to cost them eventually.
A downward spiral potentially for West Catholic And again, this is an incredible opportunity for the Hawks to really get in front of West Catholic when they're like beating themselves up, it feels like, Ryan.
Yeah, it's interesting, Dominic, because you don't really understand what's going on. I've never seen this. I'm in my junior year, almost 3 years of PCL basketball. I've never seen something happen like this.
Well, let's hope the rest of the game is pleasurable and enjoyable. The shot by Julian McKay is good! And it's a game!
Hopefully it's a change of momentum too, Dominic, for the Hawks. And now you see the full court press. Definitely a great call from Coach Clark. He knows the emotion is high.
Muhammad with it now, a 3-point game. Kids running courtside. And a foul called against Jaden Hallett. A little sigh there.
Yeah, you need to take a breather now. Obviously the emotion is high, and that could be the case for the Prep. You can't just think that, all right, we're just going to come back. You got to actually put it in, and now Fortnoy will come back into the game for West Catholic. I think you need that 3-point shooter in. Might have to go small ball. Obviously, that's what the Hawks are as well. But you have a great offensive rebounder in Rozier.
Force Ryan Graves out. Hallett fighting for it. First ball still.
So no foul there called on Jaden Hallett. They're going to call it out of bounds, which was probably the right decision as Hallett, it looked like his foot was out of bounds. I don't think you could see it on the bottom of your screen, but his foot was out of bounds when he was touching the ball.
Again, that hustle that Coach Clark wants to see, that I'm sure anyone else would want to see from a player.
Defensive stop is key here. It's going to get the student section rallied, and it's going to bring the momentum up a lot for the Hawks.
Inside is the shot there by Farlow, and it's good.
Beautiful ball movement from the Prep. They're trying to pressure on the perimeter, force West Catholic to move the basketball because they've been holding a lot here today, but once again, pick your poison.
Look, Moransky gets fouled there by Johnson.
They're calling a lot more here, Dominic, in the fourth quarter. They're calling a lot more fouls, especially on the ball. We saw a lot of off-ball fouls early in the game, but now they're calling a lot more on-the-ball stuff, so you got to be mindful if you're both teams.
And the suspense and pressure continues to build. And again, this is not even halfway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah, wow, there's a lot going on here in this fourth quarter, Dominic.
Luke Marinsky with it now. He's going to pull up. No good. Jaden Howard with the rebound. But it's a foul on the floor against the Hawks.
Yeah, it's tough because they called a push there, so it's gonna. That's probably, it definitely was the right call. Hallett came in hot from behind, definitely extended the arms. They're going to call that.
A bit of leverage, you could say, on that call, and just like that, the Hawks brought back to earth. Muhammad with it now, gets it over the arms of a tall Julian McKay, and it's Johnson now taking it up slowly. The Birds, they did score with that shot from Farlow, that little pull-up right-handed, I don't know if you can see a little floater backboard shot there. And it's Muhammad now, another great three-point shooter to Farlow, to Johnson. They're just handing it off now, a bit of a flea flicker. Johnson guarded by Moransky. He's trying to get around. It's stripped into the hands of Farlow for three. No good. Out of the hands of Rozier. He gets a rebound. Not a falling short of Muhammad. Muhammad. Charge called.
Great job from Jaden Hallett, just putting himself in the way of Ortiz Muhammad. And the Prep, though, you got to get the loose balls and the rebounds. Even though that was a great play from Jaden Hallett, you got to get the rebounds as well. Love Jaden Hallett putting himself on the line for his team.
4 fouls for both teams. This has been really the quarter that's giving you everything in basketball. It's Will Elizabeth in the corner. He wants to shoot. He won't. Finds it. Jaden Hallett wide open in the corner. Hallett to Elizabeth with the left. It's good. It won! It won!
Oh, man, the student section getting nuts here. Will Lesevitz, what a beautiful play and a beautiful find from Jaden Hallett. Dom, I think we were kind of thinking in our heads, why didn't Hallett shoot that ball? But he found Lil Lesevitz cut to the rim. What did I talk about in the beginning of the broadcast? Communication. That is what's key, Dominic. Will Lesevitz, knowing Hallett was going to find him inside, and finishes with the left hand as well.
The playmaker gives it to the leader. And for the three-point play, it's good.
That's what you love to see, Dominic. It's back. It was a 3-point game. Now it's a 2-point game. The Hawks slowly but surely trying to get back into this game. Got to get a defensive
That
stop.
is
That would have been a double dribble, but they got away with it, but it was very sudden movement there. I can see why they didn't call it.
Burrs trying to do anything. They lost momentum. The double team comes on Johnson. He tries to break out of it. Inside with the right. And one. And Johnson will get to shoot one for the three-point play.
Very minimal contact there, but once again, they're calling it, Dominic, so.
Any contact goes here. Any contact's a foul. Referees aren't playing around anymore. This is welcome to the PCL.
Yeah, 100%.
Three-point play, no good. And it's Will Lezovitz. Rozier wanted the foul there.
Had to get the rebound. Great job from the prep.
And Jaden Hallett has it now. He's guarded by Muhammad. Muhammad looking to play strong defense here. Hallett has the agility. Hallett, spin move, right hand. Yes! Oh my goodness, Jaden Hallett. What a spin move. Finish at the rim. We've seen it before this season. Jaden Hallett. This is PCL basketball at its finest. Look at the student section. My goodness. Jaden Hallett. Now, Dominic, we can obviously celebrate of what just happened, but you have to get a stop down the other end. You saw the last play. Johnson just had a free lane. You got to have somebody there. You got to have somebody take a charge, poke the ball free. Even if you're creating a foul, sending him to the line, you have to be able to get in his way. Don't let him get an easy shot off. Don't let anything easy happen. If this is your first time tuning in to WHP, I'll tell you something. You are in for a treat, to say the least. Once again, Dom Campanaro, play-by-play, joined by Ryan Sullivan. And upstairs on the track is Sam Salmon on camera. What a game. And it keeps on going, too. That's what makes it even better.
Man, oh man, I mean, when they ask, why we love PCL basketball, why we love basketball, point to this fourth quarter, Dominic. Obviously a low-scoring game, but honestly, I think that was to be expected. You know what happened the last game. You know that both these teams are very gritty defensively, but now this fourth quarter, you're really seeing the offensive capabilities come alive of everybody out on the floor. And now the Hawks, once again, got to get a stop. Nothing easy for West Catholic. Even if you send them to the line, you cannot give them a chance to easily get a basket.
Mind you, still 3.5 minutes to play in this unbelievably intense and epic first round of the PCL playoffs. It's likely that the winner of this game will go to Warminster to take on Archbishop Wood.
Yeah, depending on the Ryan and LaSalle outcome. Now West holding the basketball.
And it's working.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's been working the entire game, Dominic.
Johnson gets Lezovitz to move a while, but he's going to have to hand it out to Fauntroy. Fauntroy's double teamed. He's got to get rid of it. Timeout call by Coach Lewis.
Yeah, definitely a great timeout. The trap was in there in the corner. You cannot get cornered if you are the Burrs, and that's obviously what's going to create turnovers. He was about to step out of bounds, but a great timeout called there by Coach Lewis. He needed that full timeout, and now West Catholic got to draw up a play here. You have the ball up the floor, so you know that you're going to be able to probably get a shot off, get an opportunity to create a play. You don't got to worry about the backcourt unless the Hawks put so much pressure on the Burrs where they have to do so. So now West Catholic, I would say you got to get to the rim here, Dominic. You got to try and find a way to get to the line. The Hawks obviously playing aggressive. You know that the referees are calling fouls. If I'm Coach Lewis and his coaching staff, I'm finding a way to easily get to the basket.
That was the fourth timeout taken by the Burrs, Ryan.
Yeah, so it's going to be hard to call timeouts. You got to know when to utilize them late in this contest. And that obviously for Coach Clark, that's going to be something too, because the emotion's high in this game. And Coach Clark, he's a guy where if the prep are up, there's still things to improve on. If the prep are down, there's still things to improve on. He is a guy that knows that you can't have emotion. You have to be cool-headed, straight as a pencil the entire time. And I think Coach Lewis realizes that as well right after, the play with Ortiz Muhammad and Jaden Hallett. He had to call that timeout. So both coaches know that the emotions are high right now. and you got to know when to utilize your timeouts. And obviously getting trapped in the corner, not really a time you want to use it.
Farlow will be the inbound for the Burrs. Just under 3 minutes. Mind you, still 3 minutes to play here, so don't go anywhere.
Not at all, Dominic.
And once again, Johnson's holding for as long as he can. As long as he can fathom, he gets it to Muhammad. Muhammad finds Fontroy back to Muhammad. Muhammad spinning around. Nearly stolen by Justin McKee. That would have been detrimental. Nearly stolen again by Justin McKee.
You got to poke it. They're just holding the ball, Dom. You watch Johnson right here. He's just holding the ball. You got to find a way to poke it away from him.
Johnson inside with the right. What an unbelievable layup there. Off balance, too.
One of the shiftiest players on the floor, and that's great defense from Miles Peterson. Just an incredible finish from Johnson. Just like he threw that one up there, and it went in.
And Shannon Howell with it now, guarded by Farlow. The pull up there is good.
Jaden Hallett, another beautiful shot, fadeaway, staying calm under pressure, off balance as well. Lots of incredible shot making here in the last couple of minutes, Dom.
And Johnson again, who's going to take it up past half court. He's guarded by Julian McKee, the PCL first team All-Catholic.
Got to get your hands up.
And Fontroy almost saw it towards our side, out of bounds, off the hands of Julian McKee, who almost ran into me,
Yeah,
Ryan.
Dominic, I almost got PTSD. I was like, let me back up here. I don't want anybody to run into me once again, or you for that matter. Once again, Julian McKee, great hands, able to force the ball to go out of bounds, but now once again, you got to get your hands on the ball. Johnson's just been holding it for the past couple of minutes, and it's working.
Nearly stolen by Justin McKee, tipped away. He's been great on the pickpocket defense.
You got to probably poke it.
It's Farlow, pump fakes hard, Justin McKee again.
Got to double team. You got to poke it away. Yeah, you got to
Good
foul.
foul.
You got to send him to the line. There's no other option. He's just holding the basketball. No shot clock. So he's just holding it, and he's going to be sent to the line. There's really no other option. You're not really going to be able to get the steal here. You've seen them try to do it a couple times.
Recall, Johnson missed his last foul shot that he took. And really, it all depends on that rebound, Ryan.
Yeah, you got to be able to rebound now if you're St. Joe's Prep. Got to be able to box out.
The first is no good.
You
It's
needed
off
that.
the front rim.
You needed that, and you need them to miss the second as well. You got to be able to tie this game up here. You got to force West Catholic to move the ball. They don't want to move it. They're holding the ball, Dominic. You got to hope for a miss here. Student section's loud.
Back to the noise. And the shot's no good.
And now West Catholic's going to press. They're going to play tight defense, especially here on Hallett.
Shannon Hallett now. Guarded by Johnson, gets fouled there.
And now Hallett will be sent to the line, but I think that's not a bad thing if you're West Catholic because you're sending Hallett to the line. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure in this situation. You just saw Johnson miss under pressure here. Not a bad idea. See the St. Joe's Prep flag up. I don't know if you can see it. I don't believe you can on the top of your screen. Now quiet in the building for Mr. Hallett.
And it's always the foul shots for this West Catholic game. For the Prep, can they capitalize here? The first is good. The first is good. 35-34, 119 left. The Birds lead by 1. Once again, we're at the Kelly Fieldhouse.
Quiet, Dominic. He's at work.
Janet Hallett at work here. Silence here. Noise in the distance. And it's good. We are tied.
Looked like West Catholic jumped a bit early, but Jaden Hallett still staying calm under pressure. Timeout, Coach Clark. Now West Catholic has to move the ball. But guess what, Dominic? I'm going to tell you something right now. They're going to hold for the last shot. No doubt about it. Hands have to be in the air 100% of the time. Your hands cannot go down if you're St. Joe's Prep. Got to try and force a steal.
Hawks have to be ready for this moment as well, Ryan. You hate to reminisce, but a few years ago, Hawks took on Archbishop Ryan in this very field house, and it ended on a shot by Darren Williams. So a lot of bad shots here that ended games. The Hawks want to change it here. Again, South defense, you're looking at guys like Justin McKee, Ryan, aren't you?
100%. I think that Jules has got to get inside, Dominic. They're going to try and drive. They're going to try and drive inside. And I think you got to get Justin McKee with his long wingspan out on the perimeter, and also Jaden Hallett. It's got to be more of a 3-2, I think. A high 3-2, though, because they're going to move it around the perimeter to start. and then they're going to try and get inside with however many seconds remaining. It's got to be a high 3-2, Dominic. And you see it here. 3 guys up, 2 guys back. You see Justin McKee on the logo.
And that's why Ryan is the president of the OCP, by the way. That type of announcement is what you love to see, but this type of game, this type of ending, hopefully it goes in favor of the Hawks. We will see, though. And now, 60 seconds are left on the clock.
Got to get your hands up. Hands got to be up 100% of the time. Active hands. You see Hallett doing a beautiful job with that. Will, got to be the same thing. Active hands.
And once again, Johnson, what he does best. Let it run, let it run.
Another switch. I think you want to get a couple of switches here.
Fresh legs to Muhammad now. He's guarded by Jaden Hallett. Muhammad trying to get the foul. 35 is running.
They're going to hold. They also want the prep to probably foul at the end here. They're going to get inside.
Hold your breath.
Watch Rozier at the free throw line as well.
Rozier, the player that the Hawks have double teamed this whole game, under 20 now. It's going to end like this, or will it? 13 now. 35-35 each here at the Kelly Fieldhouse. 8 seconds. 5, 4, on the corner, Forlow. This could be for the game. No good. 1 second left. Miles Pearson, the shot won't go.
Overtime.
Overtime.
Wow.
Can it get more dramatic than this?
Beautiful defense from the Hawks in the last moments there. I think that was a charge in the end, but guess what? They're not going to call that, Dominic. Wow, I mean, this is it. This is PCL
My heart
basketball.
is pounding right now, and I think we need to take a breather as well on our end.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll come back in just a few seconds. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the loud and energetic Kelly Fieldhouse. 35-35 as we enter overtime. So again, I'm Dom Campanaro, joined by Ryan Sullivan, Sam Salmon up top. Overtime will be a 4-minute quarter. There will be a tip-off as well. I believe fouls don't reset. You might have to fact-check me on that, but I'm not the PCL expert here, but
Don't believe so, Dominic.
But Ryan, I'll give you the chance. Let's talk about what has led up to this moment. The last probably 80 seconds of this game did not go in favor of West Catholic with that final shot. But we are underway. Rozier wins the tip-off, and the Burrs will have the first say in this one.
I know that there's been scorers for West Catholic, but I think Rozier's been the MVP. He's done everything. The tip-off there, offensive rebounds, he's been incredible.
Johnson denied by Peterson.
Needed that, Miles Peterson, need that momentum starter. Johnson has done a great job getting inside here today, getting inside the paint. Good help defense from Miles Peterson, sending that shot flying.
And this Hawks defense is not trying to bend nor break.
Good switch there for Miles Peterson as well.
Johnson gets it to Rozier, and he'll kick it way out to Muhammad. Guarded by Jaden Hallett. Again, a guy that's really good on defense. He gets really picky on a lot of defensive plays.
Dominic, they are holding the ball again. I mean, this is an interesting tactic.
I guess why not, though? Why not? Why not give the prep the least amount of time to get back? I mean, this prep offense has struggled at times. And it's Johnson to Muhammad. Muhammad, guarded by Lezovitz. Muhammad, he's just going to dribble it out again.
You got to get active hands again if you're the prep. You got to get into the passing lanes. They're not shooting the ball. They're just holding it. You got to have active hands right now. Every passing lane has to be interrupted, even if you overextend.
A minute shaved off. Once again, this is overtime. Winner takes all here. And advances and likely plays Archbishop Wood at Warminster. And it's Johnson. He's been a big point scorer this game. He's driven and done everything to try to score. Johnson's going to try to do it again. Kicks out to Fauntroy. To Farlow, back to Muhammad, and we do it again. Student section raining down.
I would just let them go in front of you. I would just let them drive to the rim. I mean, you got to get the ball back here. They've held it for almost 2 minutes.
You certainly do not want to foul.
Yeah, you can't foul at all. That's obvious, but I would just let them go to the rim. You got to get the ball back one way or another.
Muhammad driving inside. No good.
There you go. And you get
no
a stop.
Good.
There you go, Dominic. And you get a stop, too.
Look at the hustle by Fauntroy. Doesn't matter. He chucks it to the other side of the court, but the Hawks, that sent a message to everybody here that the Birds are not dead yet.
No, they are not at all. And that was a good take to the rim. Just couldn't finish in the end. And now St. Joe's Prep with an opportunity to take the lead for the first time in a while. And now let's see if they can do it. I think the Hawks now are going to be the ones to hold the basketball.
A minute 50, so you're under 2 minutes here. And it's Julian McKee. Julian McKee is driving inside the shot. No good. Jaden Howell tries to get it. He can't. Farlow has it. 1:34 left in the burst.
Well, now, Dominic, they're just going to hold it again. I mean, you know what's going to happen. You got to, once again, intercept passing lanes.
Julian McKee will press. Was a little bit distancing. Not much breathing room. Not much room for conformity. 1:15 left. It's going to be under a minute until the Birds make a good decision. And really, as you said it, this is
intense.
So nerve-wracking. And we're back to under a minute here. Muhammad just dancing. Timeout call by the Birds. 56 seconds left. Right call?
Yeah, you got to call timeout. You got to try and set a play up here. They're going to hold for the next 56 seconds, so why not try and get that play set up for under 10 right now? Why call it with 20 seconds when all the emotions are high?
A full timeout taken by Coach Lewis as the Birds will figure out what to do. And again, don't be surprised if this 56 seconds really just dribbling the clock out, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame them at this point. I mean, it's took them into overtime. It's kept them in the game. I would continue to do it.
Mention the turnout for people as well, Ryan. Guys, people that stuck through for the hour and 30 minutes this game has been going on for. I mean, my math teacher back there, I had to shout him out, Mr. Falcone. He's been asking for it. You got to deliver. You got to admit it. And shout out to my sister, JV girls, CYO Region 6 champs. St. Richard's beat St. Monica's. I know it's irrelevant to this game, but
what are we talking about, Dominic? There is.
We need to breathe. That's the point I'm trying to say.
Overtime. 56
we need to breathe.
Seconds remaining. Tie game.
We need to breathe.
Come on.
We need to breathe. And I know, I'm sure we have the same feelings I have. This is just.
Yeah, this is intense.
You're getting clammy, sweat dripping. This is.
I mean, this is PCL
everything.
basketball. Now,
flags waving. It's on Tom Duffy's crutch.
That's interesting.
That is what you get at the prep. That is ingenuity right there.
You know what, Dominic? I don't hate it at all. I actually think it's pretty cool. Man, oh man. I mean, this is something.
Season on the line for both teams, mind you.
Yeah, and there are guys in this game who, on the bench, on the floor, who could be playing their last PCL game, last high school basketball game, that being.
FYI, no Kingston Wheatley, if you have not noticed. He was ejected in the fourth quarter of this game. And it goes to Rozier.
My MVP of this game, no doubt about it. I mentioned it earlier.
Hustle, man.
He has been the man today.
And it's Johnson. He's been the dribble off the clock guy. And now to 45.
It is going. Oh, that's
looking for the foul there.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Try and get a foul call, go to the line.
That it could hurt them as well, you might mention. Again, it's only 2 shots. Will the Hawks fail? Again, this is a similar, exact same situation as the Ryan game years ago.
You can't foul. That's not even a thought in my mind. You can't foul.
If you foul, you force. Maybe Johnson, he's not been consistent from the line.
But
He's missed every single one yet.
It doesn't matter, Dominic. Say he
Here
makes
we go.
Say he makes it, your season's over.
But this might be the season
Hands.
right here. 5 seconds left. Johnson to take the ball to the next level. No good. Helmet. He can't get the shot off. Oh my Lord. I don't have a heart at this rate. This might be a trip to the ER at this rate. This game cannot get any more nerve-wracking.
I don't know about a trip to the ER, but
you have to admit, this is.
But this game has been
long and intense.
This is the most nerve-wracking, intense game I have ever been to.
And I'm calling a timeout on our court side here. We need to take a short break here on WSJP. Don't go anywhere. Double overtime in just a few moments. And welcome back to the Kelly Fieldhouse. Where else will we be after 36 minutes of basketball?
Man, Dominic. This is an incredible game.
This is PCL basketball at its finest. Once again, if you missed out on the first overtime, the rules of the second are the exact same. Tip ball, 4 minutes.
Well, Dominic,
fouls stay the same.
The tip-off here is key for the Prep to win. You know West Catholic's going to hold it if they win the tip.
And the Hawks win it. You said it, Ryan.
You needed to win that tip, and now you got to score. Now you got to finish.
Time for some offense for the boys of 17th and Girard. And it's the senior with it now. And a little drop there inside of Julian McKee. He's not going to shoot it, or will he? Spin move, right hook, no good. And the Burrs defense prevails.
Man, might have been a bit rushed there. I don't know, Dominic. A bit of a rush shot. It was in the landing space of Julian McKee.
Questionable shot. I'm surprised he did not go for 3. That would make a statement. That would really force the Burrs to have to shoot it, you would think, no?
I still think they're going to go inside.
Nearly stolen. McKee has it. Down the other end. Wolzovic wide open. The layup. It's good. The Hawks have the lead. The Hawks have the lead.
Oh, my goodness, Dominic. Will Lesovitz. What a steal from Justin McKee. I talked about it earlier. He's got to be on the perimeter because of his long wingspan. And now the Prep have the lead.
Boston is getting a legend. 37-35. Under 3 minutes. Johnson driving inside. Kicks out. Falls short for 3. It's good, and that is going to hurt.
That hurts indeed, and it changes the game entirely, Dominic. Now the Prep got to score.
Back and forth.
Now the Prep got to score, but then it changes what West Catholic would also do on their end.
It's Miles Peterson. Justin McKee from way downtown. No good. Air ball.
And as I just said, that changes the complexity of the entire game.
So what is the move now, Ryan? Do you play defense? Do you foul? Because you know
you can't
the
foul.
Burrs are going to take this all the way down to 0 seconds.
I mean, maybe you do foul. I don't know. You got to. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to call that.
It's Farlow with it now to Johnson. Watch his feet. He gets away from it. Johnson. Do they want him to shoot? Maybe. I doubt it.
They're not going to shoot. They're just going to. They're going to hold. I mean, that's what they.
They've best at.
I mean, that's what they've been doing, and see if it continues to work. I mean, they could probably take a shot with. Actually, I don't even know.
Why even take a shot?
Yeah, you don't even need to shoot. The Prep probably be forced to foul, honestly.
And there's a foul there. That actually may not have been the worst move, honestly. You think about it this way, forcing shots here.
You don't want to foul. You don't want to foul with just 40 seconds. It wouldn't give you any time. If you force them to the line now, maybe you force a miss. You get another opportunity on the other end.
Wonder why they did not foul for Johnson as well. Johnson missed the past 3 foul shots, mind you.
Maybe Hal didn't even want to foul there. You don't really know.
Nonetheless, it happened, and there's 1:48 left. It's a 1-point game. The first shot is good. 2-point game now.
Yeah, now you just got to hope for a miss, and then if you don't, and then if it doesn't happen, you got to just nail it through on the other end. Got to draw up a play, probably an off-ball screen for Will or Jules, I would say.
Second by Muhammad. No good!
Well,
no good!
Well, that changes everything, Dominic. That really does.
Hawks are hustling. Timeout called by Miles Pearson. That may have been the best move, too, for the Hawks.
And you want to get the ball up court, get your play drawn up, and try and tie this game back up.
And that's going to make me throw. Sorry, I butchered that.
Yeah,
I got to ask you another question now.
Hey, go ahead.
3 or 2?
2. We got to tie this game up because
why?
Well, hold on, because obviously a 3, higher percentage shot, and if you get your 2, West Catholic's going to hold it on the other end. I think the Hawks should trust their defense to hold West Catholic to either get a steal or go into triple overtime. So I think you got to get to the rim. The threes have not really been hitting. You just saw Justin McKee. He missed that last 3, which really didn't, put too much faith into the crowd, I would say. So I think you got to get to the rim here, and you got to find a way to tie this game up because you know what West Catholic's going to do on the other end if you make it.
39-37. 1:43 left. All the pressure in the world on the Hawks now. Once again, a great turnout here at the Kelly Fieldhouse. Just what an amazing game, regardless of the outcome. It has been the best PCL basketball game I've ever seen probably in my prep career.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Dominic. I've been at the prep, as I mentioned, almost 3 years. Almost 3 years of PCL basketball. Never seen a game with this type of magnitude. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Hawks got to get their play drawn up here, and as I said, got to get to the rim. I mean, maybe you could see a Miles Peterson flash at the elbow. That's what he's been doing a lot throughout the season. Try and get to the rim, get Will or Jules to the rim, even Hallett.
You gotta watch Rozier, that's all. Just gotta watch Rozier. He's been, as you said, MVP of this game.
Get him out of the paint. And as soon as Miles gets rid of the basketball, if he gets it, he's got to flash outside.
Rozier kicks out, Rozier goes back in, but Justin McKee has it now. He's getting heavily pressured. Goes to Jaden Hallett. Now the Hawks need to have a flawless possession here.
Yeah, now Coach Clark drawing up a new play.
Hallett is guarded by Johnson. Hallett finds Peterson. He wants to go inside. He does off the bank. Off the bank.
And another timeout taken by Coach Clark. Miles Peterson, beautiful finish through contact. You know that they're not going to call the foul. You got to be able to finish through contact. I mentioned it earlier with Julian McKee. He does it right there. Time game. And once again, Dominic, as I just said, you got to get to the rim because you know what's going to happen on the other end. West Catholic's going to hold till the final shot. Got to be able to lock up defensively. Dom, you want to know what I'm going to say? Can you guess what I'm going to say? Hands.
What are you going to say?
Hands.
Hands
Passing
in
lanes.
the air.
Intercept passing lanes.
Justin McKay, I've mentioned his name before.
And right now, it's really not the time. I mentioned it earlier. Maybe you could let them get to the rim to, try and force a miss, but I don't think you can really do that here. I just think you have to really lock in defensively. I mean, maybe you go back to the 3-2. I don't really know, but I think right now you got to stay man, and you get help defense inside if somebody drives. But also, Dom, you remember Fortnoy hit that shot earlier, so they might draw up a play for him as well at the buzzer.
Totally. Fontroy, he had the look. He had the look.
Fontroy, I apologize. I
good.
butchered his name, but, I mean, he's another guy.
He had the look.
He's another guy. He's got, he's got 3 points in this game, but, that 3 was probably in the biggest moment of his West Catholic career.
And it's not just Fontroy. It's Forlow, it's Muhammad.
Yeah.
These guys can shoot. And, again, you couple that with Rozier in the paint and Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson has been,
He's been just Jaden Halliding everything.
Yeah, you just took the words out of my mouth, Dominic. He's been able to drive inside very, very well. Finish at, I guess you could say finish at the rim. He's able to kick it out, make those plays happen. And now Dominic, more pressure here. 1:16 remaining. Man, oh man.
Let's see. Farlow can run baseline to baseline. And Farlow's got to find an open man. He gets it to Rozier. To Johnson, a minute 13 left in. We're back in the same scenario for probably the third time already.
Yeah, I mean, once again, you know what's going to happen. They're going to hold it. You got to just lock up. I mean, I can't. They want me to analyze. It's my job, but I don't really know how else I can say it.
Spurs 0 for 3 on buzzer beaters. They want to change that now.
Well, they have a great chance. You have a hot team right now. Fontroy, as you mentioned, he's got the hot hand, especially here in overtime.
45 seconds. Johnson guarded by Justin McKee. He's watching every movement he has. Gets juked out a bit. Johnson's back. Coach Clark loves it.
Hands, yep. There you go, Justin. That's what you got to do. I love it.
And Muhammad, 30 now.
You got to love it if you're the prep. Hands, hands, hands.
Timeout called by the Spurs. It was nearly
I thought it was going to be a foul.
a foul called. Yes, you know, it has a good chance. You probably heard this, the counting from, I mean, yeah, you did, but behind us, our side of Kelly Fieldhouse just, yeah, it is, I'm just speechless right now, Ryan. I really am. It's hard to put emotions into words right now. It really is as good as it gets for a PCL game.
Dom, have you, in all of your time, have you ever had a double overtime game?
This would be the first.
Yeah, me too. How many double overtime games have there ever been? Obviously,
well, we talk about West Catholic. We got to mention that. They took Archbishop Wood, mind you, the best team in the PCL as of this moment, 2 overtimes. And again, if that doesn't show you that anyone can win in the PCL, I don't know what does. I don't know what does.
It's a great question to ask. How many double overtime games have there been in PCL history?
Well, I know of at least 2 today.
Yeah, that's true.
The last time that Archbishop Wood and West Catholic played.
Well, now Dominic, we'll see. But West Catholic got to get to the rim, in my opinion, or a pull-up jump shot. I don't think you could take a 3 here. It doesn't make it really doesn't
make a difference.
I don't think it makes sense because of the fact of what their game plan has been. They've just been holding the ball, and if they're going to hold it until the last second and not leave,
well, what does a 3 do? What does a 2 do that a 3 can't?
Well,
with little time left.
That's exactly my point. Why would you not just drive inside or try to take a pull-up jump shot if you're not going to leave literally any time left?
$22.4. 39-39. Hawks and the Birds keep on battling in North Philadelphia. Under 20, and here we go. Last shot once again. Student section loud. Again, needs to be a flawless possession on defense here for the Hawks. 8 seconds left. 7, 6. Here we go again. Muhammad for the win. No good. Julian McGee holds it. Timeout. Wait. Timeout called by Coach Clark.
They have a few seconds remaining. They have at least 1 or 2 seconds remaining.
I don't know if it does much, but.
Well, no, even if it doesn't do much, they have 1 or 2 seconds remaining. Julian got the ball, immediately called timeout. The whole team was calling timeout. They have at least 1.5, I would say.
You have to go the whole distance of the court now in 0.2 seconds.
That's where you set off-ball screens, Dominic.
That might be a deep pass to the rim to just tip it in.
You know,
I kid you not. That might be the move.
If we want to talk about, they put 0.8 remaining.
Okay, now again, that's in favor of the Hawks. There, you got maybe a second. That's probably just enough time for the shot.
It's possible, but
it'll be a miracle.
But the problem is the Hawks get it on the other side. Oh, I was gonna say, why is there 30 seconds? That was just a timeout. But
timeout, yeah.
0.8. I mean, listen, it's possible, but you got to set about 2 off-ball screens. And somebody
sail it deep.
Yeah, well, either that or at half court, and somebody's got to throw it up at the buzzer.
Will they go for the foul, though, Ryan? It's a question. Will they try to get a foul here? That's a legitimate question because that's what happened in the last game.
Well, here's the thing. I think the referees, they could know that, and if they're trying to do too much, they could call an offensive foul. I don't know, but it's just you gotta explain all possibilities here, Dominic. And I think that you just gotta trust in your players. I would.
Yeah.
My suggestion, I'm not the coach. 2 off-ball screens, sail it to half court. Somebody throws it up, whether it's Will, Jules, I don't know, whoever. Somebody's just got to throw it up. Miles Peterson.
Maybe the imp is. I believe it's a full. Yeah, it's full court and down. But this is.
Miles Peterson giving me a
You have to
look.
sail this pass.
Miles Peterson giving me a look here. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but
It would be a miracle.
Maybe it
Rozier's
meant nothing.
all on the other side of the court.
maybe it meant nothing, that little look. But
Is that timeout called by the Birds? I believe it
another
was.
timeout.
Yes, now that's questionable because I don't know what there is really a call. You don't.
Well,
now, obviously, the
I'm gonna-
message is don't
well,
foul.
Well, here's what I'm going to disagree. You know in football where on 4th and goal, the coaches call a timeout, so they'll change their formation. That could be the same thing here.
Possibly.
You
Possibly.
liked that one, didn't you?
You know, again, this is why you're the president of this club.
Thank you.
Again, these analogies.
Well, I mean, like,
That is
I
the
don't-
analysis that Syracuse wants.
thank you, Dominic. I appreciate it. Well, hopefully the colleges appreciate my analysis, but nonetheless, hopefully the prep appreciates my analysis.
I mean, you're already used to the sleeping pattern of a college student at this rate, so
That is.
you're already ready. But
I mean, yes, the spring season is coming closely.
oh,
and
we
that
got to mention that at the time being. Let's take a breath and get you guys more amped up for
Well,
the spring season.
Yeah, I mean, we got lacrosse coming up in just about a month. So is baseball as well. I mean,
Maybe
we
a
got-
rugby broadcast. We're not
We'll-
gonna
we'll see.
it's not gonna be inked down, but
All right, well, here we go. We're back to this. I love talking about lacrosse, but right now I feel like we got
a game on our
very
hands
important
still.
matters in our hands, and that is this game. I don't even know if I have an adjective to describe it. I think Mr. Burns, Coach Burns, would be very disappointed. But nonetheless, here we go.
Time to sail this pass, maybe.
West Catholic, good.
And it goes deep. And this might be nothing here.
They're not going to call the foul.
No, I doubt there'll be any fails here. And there's talking with Muhammad and the ref. I don't expect anything to be done here. But, yeah, that's Ryan. Welcome to Overtime Trace.
Man, oh, man.
We're losing our minds, and maybe everyone else might be here. I mean,
I don't know.
this is 44 minutes of basketball. None of these teams have played 44 minutes of basketball before, Ryan.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I don't know if we've had a triple overtime game at all in the last 4 years, let alone ever. So that's a good research question. Obviously, we like to do our research before the game, but
We don't research this far in advance.
I don't think it goes that far. Maybe the professionals do that, but I don't know, Dominic. It's this is a game, and I feel like at this rate, I'm all out of analytical things to say, and I'm gonna wait for the game. So
just let it happen. Just what more do
I'm
we have to
speechless.
say,
I'm
though?
literally speechless. I have not been left speechless a lot of times in my life. You can't be as a broadcaster, but this is it. I mean, we've been on the air for 2 hours now. Normally we're on the air for, an hour, 15 minutes when it comes to basketball games.
If that.
Depending on how quick the game goes. And
Well, we don't have JV this time around, too.
That's true.
Unfortunately, we love to see Coach Burns, greatest moderator at WSJP, along with Mr. Abington,
and Mr. Sacco.
and Mr. Sacco, credit to him as well.
You got to give him.
Gotta give everyone
they're
credit.
They're all tied for the best moderator, but there's only 3 moderators.
We distribute the love evenly, that's what we wanted to say, but
Yep.
we've had bodies flying near our table. We've had ejections. We've had fouls. We've had 40 minutes of basketball. Hello?
Yep. I feel like this is
Look at the student section, though, Ryan. It's
the
still
student
here.
section, I don't think.
It's a bit dying, but it's here, though. It's not fully dead.
Well, I mean, why would you leave if you're the student section? I mean, this is incredible. I hope everybody drives home safely, though.
Now, for the second time, if you did not watch the second overtime or the first overtime, the same rules as the first overtime, 4 minutes.
And the second overtime.
Foul stay the same, and jump ball again, won by the Hawks.
That's needed, as I mentioned, and West Catholic was going to hold. They would hold it for 4 minutes if they could, but now the Hawks. Here we go.
The same result as the second overtime, but not the first overtime. It was won by the Birds.
Yep.
A lot of overtimes here, and hopefully this game ends hopefully soon because this game is
I
getting
don't
too
know.
good to be true.
Yeah. Well,
And it's just dribbling around, and the Hawks are just have a guy moving and some standstill, and it's bouncing around.
waiting for the right shot.
It's Justin McKee with it now. Justin McKee to his brother Julian McKee. Julian McKee. No one's moving, and now Jaden Hallett does. He's guarded by Muhammad, and it goes to Peterson, who's guarded by Rozier. Hustle man of the game, MVP of the game. Goes to Will Elizabeth off the hands of Farlow, and it'll stay Hawks ball, but you heard the message from Will Elizabeth by the body language. Let's chill out. Let's chill out. And Jaden Hallett has it now, and the clock continues to dwindle down. Now, a minute has passed, Ryan. Thank God.
Well,
We're used to this.
now it might be the Hawks to be the ones to hold. I mean, a little bit of taste of your own medicine.
You got who I was going to say. Let's see. Well, I mean, Muhammad just letting it happen. And I guess trying to read lips what Coach Clark is saying. Coach Lewis of the Birds is pointing out signals. And here comes a bit of pressure. And here comes more pressure here. Hallett's supposed to dribble around. He goes to Justin McKee. Justin McKee's got to find someone open, and he gets Peterson. Now to Will Elizabeth, the senior, toss commit. Elizabeth dribbling around, guarded by Rozier.
Well, now, Dominic, it could be in the best interest of West Catholic to start fouling soon because you got to get the ball back eventually.
Hallett guarded by Muhammad. Hallett fakes the drive in. He's got to pitch it to someone. He has to go to someone, and it goes to Julian McKee. 2 minutes now. 2 minutes.
Very strategic basketball. I feel like it's more of a
Student
coach's
section
battle.
loves it.
It's got to be more of a coach's battle at this point.
No forced shots yet by the Hawks. Hopefully stays the same in their favor. Bit of a trip there by Fauntroy. No foul called, obviously.
I think he just stepped on Julian's shoe.
Lezovitz gets it back to Hallett. They're just continuing to eat away this clock. It's been 2 minutes, 20 seconds now.
I would say with probably
You got a foul soon now.
Yeah, with about a minute maybe because you got to get the ball back. Maybe, force the Hawks to miss. You can get a 3 up. I don't know. Let's see, though. Let's see if West Catholic just has trust in their defense instead. I mean, that could just be the outcome that you want as well.
And it's Will Lezovitz with it now, guarded by Farlow. Lezovitz dribbling around. He does not want to shoot it, and I'm sure that's the message Coach Clark says. No shots. Just dribble it out. Calling up the 3-minute strain now, Ryan. Farlow looking for an offensive foul there.
Anybody's going to try and draw a foul at this point, especially West Catholic. They want to try and get the ball back, force a call.
Now a minute. Justin McKee with it now. Timeout called by Coach Clark, and I think that was a right move there, too. They did an incredible job with ball movement, Ryan. Would you say so?
Yeah, 100%, and obviously the tip pass outside was definitely a cause for concern. But now the prep, just setting screens out there on the elbows and just moving the ball around. You're trying to wait until the last possible moment to take a shot and try and win this game. And we'll see what Coach Clark decides to call. We'll see if he continues to do what he was doing. I mean, it was working, but you have to assume West Catholic's going to foul eventually. Or as I just said, they could literally just rely on their defense.
Defense wins championships.
Man, oh man, Dominic. I mean, I feel like we just don't have any other way to describe how incredible this game has been. And 54 seconds remaining in triple overtime.
You said double overtime would have been rare.
Yeah.
Triple overtime is even rarer.
I don't know how many times triple overtime has happened. Once again, a very good research question. Maybe we can.
That might be a question for.
This is a good Hawkeye article.
The Hawkeye is expected to come out shortly. I have a lot of articles to edit, and right now I'm not, as you can. I'm not that good at multitasking,
well,
but
it's going to be some.
I do my best.
It's going to be a late night for WSJP. WSJP After Dark is here, folks. I think that happens a lot, though.
And if you're just tuning us in, which would be pretty interesting, welcome back to WSJP. I'm Dom Campanaro, joined by Ryan Sullivan. And upstairs is Sam Salmon on the camera.
Pretty interesting. Oh, boy, here we go.
41 seconds, and it's Will Leskovic with the ball. And Farlow's looking for a call. I can't get anything.
Well, I mean, they're not going to call it. I mean, you might as well
It's
try.
too close of a game to call anything like that.
You might as well try.
30 seconds left, and this chip will explode for any points. Stripped, and that was going to hurt.
That is going to hurt indeed, because now West Catholic has everything they need to come down and win this game.
Shall we say, round 5 incoming.
Oh, no.
13 seconds left. Once again, season on the line. Johnson has it. The Burrs hope to advance and play West Catholic. Johnson inside the right. It's good. And that's the game.
Well, Dominic, I've been a part of some tough losses at St. Joe's Prep, and it definitely hurts. There's no doubt that that was a charge, but we just said it.
They're not going to call it.
It's not going to be called. It's not going to be called. They're not going to call that foul, the offensive foul, so they're not going to call that defensive foul on the other end. It's a tough game. It's a tough, such a tough ending, a tough way to end the season. Congratulations to West Catholic.
Man. The Hawks, they'll finish the season, regular season and playoffs with a 10-13 record, 6-8. At the Kelly Fieldhouse, or excuse me, in the PCL, and a lot of chirping from West Catholic sidelines.
Not what you would want to see, but nonetheless, it was a great game overall. You hope that both teams show sportsmanship in the end, as we do here on WSJP. But obviously, I don't know if that's going to be the case.
I mean, 2-hour game, you don't see that often, and we got to mention both teams putting everything on the line. Really, everything on the line. But it ends in heartbreak at the Kelly Fieldhouse. Final score, 41-39.
I apologize. That's my fault. I forgot to change the score.
I mean, we all were going through a bunch of emotions. But with that, Ryan, it's been a pleasure for 4 years for covering basketball. But with that, we are on to spring. Spring will... Sprung, whatever you want to say, in a few months. Wait, no. I'll let you go.
You were actually wrong, Dominic. The winter season continues.
Ooh, plot twist.
Hockey, APAC semifinals, next Wednesday versus the Hunt School, and then, win or lose, we will have the Flyers Cup tournament, and then it's on to baseball season. Coach Muth right here, as you can see at the top of your screen, Coach Muth. It'll be on the baseball after that, lacrosse as well. Stay tuned in the WSJP. Dominic, it's been a great season with covering this game with you, and this was a great game as well. But I've had to cover a lot of tough losses. I've done it for baseball. I've done it for lacrosse. Done it for football, and now for basketball. This one hurts, but guess what? The Hawks will have a lot of players back next season. You'll have Miles Peterson. You'll have Jaden Hallett. You'll have Jules McKee, Justin McKee, Luke Moransky, Alonzo Ellis. That's 6 guys I just named that's coming back for next season. Unfortunately, this is Will Leskovich's last game, and he has made a great legacy at St. Joseph's Prep, and I feel my heart breaks for him as well. But
totally.
I think that
he's gonna do great at Tufts, though. I gotta say that.
Yeah, 100%. But this was a great game to cover, and I really enjoyed this game.
I'd say without a doubt, it's maybe been the best basketball game we've covered this season, without a doubt. And again, the opportunity to do this, to be courtside, obviously the biggest of shout-outs and thank yous to Coach Clark. Although he didn't come out to win today again, though. This was going to be the last courtside game of the season as well. Got to mention that. But again, the opportunity to be here, the experience, getting to know the players so well, it's been great. It's been a true brotherhood experience. But, it's been a very tough year for sports here at the Prep. But
You know what? We still got a lot more to go, though.
We still have a lot more to go, as you said. But
It hasn't been a tough. I mean, look at golf. They won the PCL title.
I'm not saying it's been the worst, but, you know.
And our very coveted esports team as well won the state.
Gotta mention esports as well. Wrestling is in PIAA as well, but I think we want to wrap it up here.
Yeah.
It's been a very, very long night here at the Kelly Fieldhouse. Thank you so much for just tuning in for the past 4 months of this basketball journey. And we will see you back for some hockey and more action of this winter season before spring officially comes into session. Once again, I'm Dom Campanaro, joined by Ryan Sullivan, Sam Salmon on camera. We want to say thank you, have a good night, and as always,